This is Gregory Shelton from Historic Living, Modern World. Today we're in our backyard at Warwick, Maryland at the St. Augustine Pony Club. It's a beautiful day out today. We're going to learn what makes these riders love their club. So we have Finley Hamrick here. She's the youngest girl in this pony club currently, and I'm so happy that she's able to join us. How are you doing, Finley?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. I got a chance to watch you out there. You're really good for your age. How long have you been in the pony club?
For about a year or two.
What does it feel like to be having friends and bringing your horse here and coming here daily or weekly or that kind of thing?
It feels good to get out and like express him and feel like how he rides and stuff and like prepare for shows and stuff.
Very cool. So what horse did you have today?
Pawnbroker, but we call him Buttercup.
So Pawnbroker, I think I heard you say you have a couple nicknames for him.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the other nicknames?
We call him Dad for some reason because like, it's just weird. Like he has a girlfriend.
Okay.
And he adores her and we each call her Dad.
Very cool. How many horses do you have on your farm?
5.
5, that's a lot. And Pawnbroker's your horse?
Yes.
And are the other horses yours or just
yes?
So that's your horse. Mm-hmm. And I have to shake your hand because you did a wonderful job in our horse parade both years, and you stole the show, and it was great to have you there. Was Pawnbroker in both of the years?
For the first year it was my other horse, and then for the second year it was him, Buttercup. Yeah.
Gotcha. And they both performed incredibly well. Mm-hmm. Did you have fun that day?
Yes.
Awesome. That's great to hear. So when you were here with your friends, what are some of the things that you learned as an equestrian?
How to jump him and stuff like that, and dressage and cross country. So
Finley, when you look at when you're going to be 18 or 20, what would you love to be when you're grown up as an equestrian?
A large animal vet for horses.
Really? So an equestrian veterinarian. Mm-hmm. Isn't that cool? And why? Is the idea of just helping horses?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yes.
And have you guys have a vet that you really like on your farm?
Yes.
What's their name?
Dr. Megan.
Very nice. And has Dr. Megan done a lot of things on your horses?
Yes.
That's very cool. When you are riding and when you're on your horse, especially Pawnbroker, what does it feel like when you get up in the morning and you think about him riding?
It just feels so fun. Like just fun and excited to ride and stuff like that.
Very cool. And I talked to your mom, and Michelle said that you think about horses all the time.
Yes.
And if I had one of your books on your desk in your room, I have a feeling that you have scribbled horse heads.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
And have you been like that almost all your life?
Yeah.
That's really great. And I have to be honest, you have an awesome mom, and it sounds like your parents are really important to you, and it sounds like they get you out here to the Pony Club, right? Mm-hmm. What does it feel like to have such a good background of parental guidance for you as an equestrian?
It feels very supportive, and it feels good to have that feeling.
That's great, and I'm sure that's really vital to the success of what you're doing. Do you have any other animals at home?
Yes.
Dogs, cats?
Yes.
Squirrels, possum, anything else?
We have ducks, we have pigs,
Do you?
chickens, cats, dogs, parrots, bunnies.
Very, very cool. Yeah, because you're not just a horse person, right? You're an animal person, right? Very cool. Last question. So when you think about what you've learned in St. Augustine Pony Club, what are some of the things that you feel proud to be involved with?
All the facilities and the events and stuff, things that they have, the sleepover and the Christmas party.
Very, very nice. Well, Finley, it was very nice meeting you. Congratulations on a wonderful day.
Thank you.
And you look great on your horse.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So today we have Michelle, who's Finley's mom, and she's a big part of Finley's life, especially being an equestrian. So Michelle, what does Finley do in the morning when she thinks about horses?
She lives and breathes horses, basically. So, that's what she wakes up to in the morning. She thinks about it before she goes to school. She talks about her horses in school, according to her teacher. And then, she comes home and, it's horses every day, all of her life.
and she was in our horse parade, and she just lights up. Obviously, I hear a little bit of a Scottish accent.
Yes.
So you obviously were raised in the equestrian world, correct?
Yes, so I actually grew up doing pony club as well over in the UK.
Gotcha.
So when I found this club pretty close to home, I was really excited to get Finley enrolled, just because the history with the pony club, so many great opportunities. I wanted Finley to experience a lot of the same things I did growing up.
When you were in pony club in the UK, how has it changed from being in the American pony club?
It's actually quite similar. The sense of community, the opportunities, the different sports that you can get involved in, the different disciplines, a lot of those are very similar. So, and you don't even have to have a horse to be in pony club. There's a lot of opportunities for people that are just interested in learning about horses. So it's really good. So a lot of similarities, a lot of differences. We don't get as great weather over there, so a lot of pony club activities, you're getting very wet and muddy, so I like this.
Very nice. When Finley talks about being in the pony club, what is she likely to tell people when she talks about her experiences?
She's likely to tell you about all the mentors that she has in pony club. I mean, she's like everyone's little bratty sister at the moment, you know. She tags along to everybody. She's always asking a bunch of questions. She's very eager to learn. You know, even when the kids were out jumping the bigger jumps, she's watching them the whole time, because those are the things that she wants to do down the road as well. So she's constantly watching, learning, mocking, some good things, some bad things, but she's
so it looks like Finley's scared of nothing.
She's not scared of a whole lot.
Wow.
Sometimes it scares me knowing that she's that confident. So.
Does her riding style, do you see yourself in her and vice versa?
I actually think she's a better rider than I was at that age.
Wow.
Definitely. She's a lot more polished than I was. She's had a lot more guidance. When I started off, I was 8 years old, and my mother bought me this little pony that was basically a rescue.
Okay.
And so we were all going into it blind, so I kind of learned as I go along, whereas she's had a lot of expert instruction along the way. So we're trying to fix her bad habits before they even develop. So she's lucky that she's got so many people in her corner trying to teach her the right way.
Right. We have Kimberly and Stephanie here, two leaders and parents of the St. Augustine Pony Club. So Kimberly, tell me a little bit about what it means to be a leader and a mentor to kids in the Pony Club.
It's incredible. I started here as a child myself. So in the early 90s, I was a member of the Pony Club, and I share all the time how meaningful it is for me that it has come full circle, that not only is my daughter now a member of the Pony Club, but I also get to teach her and be part of the leadership and decision-making team that helps mold the lives of the girls.
Being involved as a leader and as a parent, and just encouraging and supporting and helping to inspire those kids to achieve their goals and help push them a little bit outside of their comfort zone to assure them that they can do it has just been so rewarding.
Stephanie, could you tell us a little bit quickly about the history of your team?
Sure. So St. Augustine Pony Club was formerly known as Middletown Pony Club, which formed, I believe, in the 1960s. And Lana DuPont Wright, who most people know, I mean, she's an Olympian and just such an amazing individual. She actually used to hold recognized horse trials here. But even back in 1974, the Middletown Pony Club horse trials was one of the events that the United States Olympic Equestrian Committee looked at as helping select Olympians for that next Olympics. So this place has just a wealth of knowledge and just history for the equestrian community that is just unbelievable. But up through the years, I mean, Lana has just been an amazing supporter. Her daughter Beal was an advocate for Pony Club. She unfortunately passed away in 2005, and since then, we've recognized that spirit and that passion for Pony Club members by honoring Beal with the support of Mid-Atlantic Horse Rescue, who sponsors a trophy in her honor.
And Kimberly, I watched you work, and I watched the allegiance that the kids give you. What does it feel like training them?
It's an incredible feeling. I've been coaching about 15 years. I've coached very beginners from first-time riders all the way up to the NCAA collegiate level.
So if someone wanted to learn more about St. Augustine Pony Club, where would they go?
They can go to our website, which is staugustinePonyClub.com.
Or our social media. So we can be found on Facebook and Instagram, and our members are having fun on TikTok, and our handle is @St. Augustine Pony Club.
So who do we have today?
I'm Grace. I'm Jenna. Margaret. Elle. Clara.
Well, thanks for making some time to do a quick interview. I really, really appreciate it. So when we talk about you guys having a place to really do your work, what does it feel like to have such a beautiful countryside to be able to learn from?
It's very giving to have Lana DuPont to just give us and let us use this property. We do a lot of making of the fences and repainting everything to make sure the Pony Club stays in good shape. But, I mean, they were really kind enough to let us use this property.
Very cool. And what are some of the things you do here on this property?
We do a lot of jumping, dressage. We do put up a dressage ring in the back. We do some jumper shows in the ring, as well as some derby crosses and combined trainings. Cross-country schooling, show jump lessons. Some other times we go inside the clubhouse and we can study for like quiz rally or kind of just hang out during the Christmas season or any other parties we can do.
And we also have our monthly meetings here, and sometimes we have mounted meetings too, so we all get together and ride.
Yeah.
Very
And
cool.
don't forget about the polo cross. We have a whole polo cross field over there.
Very cool.
The best thing about it is like we're one of the very few pony clubs that have their own grounds.
That is very nice. And I know I've seen you guys have to bring your horses here, so it's not like they're actually on the facility. Yeah. But that's actually kind of cool too, because you actually can ride them at home. Yeah. So tell me, each of you, how long you've been in the Pony Club?
I've been in the Pony Club for 2 years now, I'm pretty sure.
2 to 3 years about.
2 years.
I'm going on to my second year here.
I think it's been 5 or 6 years.
So when you think about the competition side, do you really have to really be aggressive when you compete, or is it something that you actually can have fun with?
It's definitely fun. I mean, it really helps you prepare for real, like, recognized shows, getting your horse ready, just making sure you're on time. But it's fun. Like, you get to meet new people. Like, we have a couple new members joining the Pony Club that we've met through shows for the Pony Club. It's fun because it's a new atmosphere. It's a new place.
Very cool. So the one thing I could say since I've been here today is that the unity around you girls is really, really amazing. I can feel that there's more than just friendships. Can you guys talk about what it feels like to have a lot of new friends and being part of that?
It's nice because like Grace today wasn't able to ride because she didn't have a horse to ride today, and Josie, being one of her friends, was able to just let her hop on somebody. I mean, same with shows, like giving people different materials if need be, like a new saddle pad or a fluffy pad or any grooming materials is really nice. I've had to give someone my jacket for dressage because they just didn't bring one, and just the friendship of being able to just give people some of their things to borrow and just knowing that they'll use it and they'll do well is kind of comforting.
That's great. And I can see that exudes from you guys. I mean, you guys look like you've known each other for a really, really long time. So very, very cool. So quick question. So how many of you had parents that kind of requested that you join, or did you guys reach out and say, I would like to join this group?
Well, the thing with us, we had no choice to join because, like, both of our parents are now DC and co-DC, so we had to join because it's like our parents did it, so we do it. Like, you never know, our kids might do it one day.
Gotcha. Very, very cool.
Yeah, it's nice. My mom was actually in this pony club when she was younger. And I was also looking into eventing more often and kind of just learning the background of eventing, and I learned that Pony Club does eventing, and you can learn all these different things that will help in competition. And my mom was just like, oh, I joined this Pony Club, and I got able to join the Pony Club 2 years ago.
So you were a little bit forced into it. You couldn't say no, right?
Yeah.
So, but you were. But was it happy? Do you feel like you're glad that you're involved?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's very cool. Very cool. I got to be honest. So I've been watching you guys do some jumps. And the first thing I thought was, are these kids crazy, or the 1,000-pound animals jumping over fences? How scary can it be sometimes when you're jumping?
It's great. So I hopped on Josie's horse a couple minutes ago. That was my first time ever riding him.
He's a big horse. 16 hands, maybe? He's a little higher than that?
Maybe 5 minutes of warm-up.
And then I started jumping, and I did the 4-foot brush. That's the highest I've ever jumped before on this horse I've never ridden. And just before he bucked, I lost my stirrups and reins. And we still flew over it. And yeah, it was terrifying. Saw my life flash before my eyes, but it was amazing. It was fun. The adrenaline rush you get from, especially eventing, is just amazing. And sure, it can be scary sometimes, so you kind of just got to conquer that fear and trust yourself and your horse, and that's how you do it.
And I saw you had a little bit of spill in there earlier.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing. That's how you're doing some very aggressive stuff.
It's actually good to fall off because it teaches you what you did wrong and what you can improve of it, and the best thing you can do is just like get right back up and get on.
And that is exactly what you did. Because when I watched you fall, you almost fell knowing that you're not going to hurt yourself, knowing that you really could if you want to.
That's like just my second time falling off of him. And like the first time I really hurt myself, but this time it was very graceful of a fall.
Very cool.
But she got her cast signed by Boyd.
Did you? Boyd Martin. So that's another quick question. So as the guy that put on the horse parade in Chesapeake City, I would like to formally thank each of you, because I think each of you were in the parade, correct?
Yes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And you guys show incredibly well, by the way.
Thank
and
you.
Speaking of Boyd Martin, so I think you guys got a chance to meet Philip Dutton, correct?
Yeah.
Did you guys get a chance to talk to him?
Yes, he took a photo with us.
Right.
Yeah.
What did he have to say? What did you guys think of meeting him?
He was awesome. He just kept us, pushing towards our future, going up the ratings, getting as many opportunities out of Pony Club and the equine community in our area as we could.
Right. I talked to Philip many times before to bring him in and that kind of stuff, and I mentioned to him and I said, hey, the St. Augustine Pony Club would love to spend some time with you. And I remember him saying on the phone, I want to make sure after the parade, I'm going to spend at least a half an hour to 45 minutes with that team. And he was, of course, a Pony Club member when he was a young kid. So that was very cool. Did you guys have fun in the parade?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you spend a lot of time preparing your horses for that? What did you guys have to do for that?
Bathing, braiding.
Is that normal stuff on a regular show?
Yeah, for competing, For Pony Club, especially. Cleaning tack, bathing and braiding your horses, decorating.
Which takes hours.
Oh,
hours and hours and hours.
Yes.
So as equestrians, or of course you're going to be getting bigger, better, faster, smarter, what are the things you hate to do when you have to prepare for a horse?
Wake up early.
Yeah.
So getting up early is terrible, isn't
The
it?
past 2 days, we've had to wake up at like 4 in the morning because we this weekend we went to a 2-day clinic
With Bruce Davidson Jr.,
and we were like, it was like 2 hours away, so we had to wake up early.
Gotcha. I'm assuming that he is a big guy in the equestrian world.
Yes, he's one of the 5-star eventers in our area. He's actually 30 minutes away from the farm that I board at.
Gotcha. Now, do you guys? I'm sure you do, but do you realize how amazing Maryland is for their horse world? What are some of the historic things that you know that you would like to tell everybody about what happens in our area?
Definitely Lana DuPont. She was one of the first. She was the first woman to compete in the driving and eventing Olympics.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
Very cool. And I'm assuming that gives you guys a chance to understand what you want to do in the future, right?
And also, Boji was a big part of like everybody. She was like inspiration for everyone, and every show she was there cheering us on, helping. And recently she died, and like we made a fence dedicated to her.
That's very nice.
We dedicate a fence to her at our horse trials every year. It's usually the last fence. We try to decorate it all nice and big, so it's nice big pictures, and we have Boji Reed's memorial fence on it.
Very cool.
We also have a photo of her in the clubhouse.
That's great, and again, that's really about remembering the history and continuing that. When you look at the history of what you guys are doing, what are some of the things that if you saw another young girl that was thinking about joining, what would you want to tell them to encourage them to join the St. Augustine Pony Club?
We just like tell them what it's about, what you do, and like just tell them it's a perfect experience for especially young people.
And you don't need a horse to join.
Exactly.
That's an important thing.
Everyone thinks that you need a horse to join Pony Club, but Grace is a perfect example.
Gotcha.
You don't need a horse to join Pony Club.
Because there's always someone to lend you something.
Or you can just do the knowledge.
Yeah, or
Right.
a quiz.
You just don't tell them about getting up 4 in the morning.
No.
Just leave that part out.
We love Pony Club!
So we have Josie and Paige of the St. Augustine Pony Club. What are some of the things that you love about being in the organization?
So I've been in Pony Club for the past 15 years. I was born into a family, big Pony Club family. Some of the things that I love about Pony Club is really the intense responsibility that it has. You feel a lot of pride and get a lot of independence with having to take care of your animals. And for me, it was learning how to take care of a farm so my parents could go away. And they know that the farm was in good hands because I was able to take care of everything that was necessary. And I mean, that started for me when I was about 15 years old. I was taking care of and running my own farm.
Wow.
And that's what Pony Club taught me how to do.
How about you, Paige?
I really my biggest thing is I love meeting new people. Like, I've had so many great opportunities being a Pony Club. I've gone so many different places to like a bunch of different venues, and I've met so many amazing people everywhere I've gone. And I still talk to them, and it's just amazing having people from different backgrounds all in one place.
So I noticed I've watched you guys behave today, and I've watched you guys jump and do some really amazing things. The one thing I really am impressed with is the unity you have with the other riders. What does it feel to be kind of a person, not just a friendship, but someone who's guiding these young guys?
It's amazing because you really feel like you're making an impact in someone else's life. Especially, I love mentoring young kids because it's just like you really feel like you can help aid them along. You just want to see them succeed. And like at the end of the day, we're just one big family. We're all here for each other.
Yeah, definitely. Paige was probably my first student in this Pony Club, and she's about to go for her HA, and just being a part of someone's journey as being a mentor. It's amazing to see that you have something to offer for younger kids and that you can be someone that they look up to and aspire to be like. It's, I don't know, it makes you feel good, and makes you feel important, and there's a lot of pride in that.
Good. Where do you think you would have been if you didn't have a Pony Club to rely on?
I think I would have been like a completely different rider. I probably would have done a completely different discipline. I probably just wouldn't have been as like well-rounded and like open to like new things, because Pony Club just kind of forces you to get out there and just do some stuff. So I think I just would have been a little more reserved if I wasn't in Pony Club.
How about you, Josie?
Well, without Pony Club, I don't think I would have really been involved with horses. I think I would have probably done dance, ballet if I hadn't done horses, so it would have been a completely different lifestyle. And I definitely would not be the same person. I don't think that my judge of character and work ethic and sense of responsibility and obligation to my the things that I sign up for would be as strong, and I wouldn't be a leader. I would definitely be more of a team player and take more of a back burner in everything that I do. And Pony Club has taught me to be a leader and be a teacher and a mentor and a helping hand to anyone that needs it.
So I know that there's a lot of different things that the Pony Club does as far as like jumping and showing and things. What is your favorite discipline, or the things that you do in Pony Club that's your favorite?
My favorite, it's kind of changed over the years, but I think my favorite is definitely become like show jumping and like what we do like inside like the rings. I mean, with my horse, we did kind of like everything, but I finally I really like started to enjoy just like, honestly, I really enjoyed just doing everything. It's like, it's fun knowing that you can, like, you have the opportunity to do a bunch of different things, and it's fun like knowing that you have the skill set to be able to do whatever you want.
Josie?
I'm an eventer through and through. I love to event, but and of course, if you're an eventer, you like the cross-country portion of it, but I also do, I love dressage as well. It's the fundamentals and basics of everything that you need for riding, and I did musicals in Pony Club for dressage at championships, and that was for something that I could work with my dad with. We would choreograph and work on the music together, and so dressage was kind of like a family thing for me to do.
So you're talking about like West Side Story meets eventing.
Yeah, sure.
Wow, very cool. So lastly, quick question. So if both of you guys met someone at a mall and they were thinking about joining, what do you want to tell people about St. Augustine that would we want them to consider that opportunity?
I would really, it's so simple, just do it. Like, you're gonna have so many amazing opportunities, meet so many new people. Like, you're just gonna become a better person. Like, your whole life is gonna change, but for the better. Like, it's just an amazing opportunity.
It's not really even the equestrian side.
Exactly. You don't even have to have a horse to be in St. Augustine Pony Club. Like, we do so much stuff like on ground and just like in group settings. You don't even need to have like a horse. If you just want to learn more, like, this is a great place to be.
Great. Josie?
I definitely, to piggyback off of what Paige said, this club is a family. We're a tight-knit group of people, and like, especially with having moved away for school, coming back, I always have family and friends here, and they're all involved in a sport that I've been doing my entire life. So it's just, we're a tight-knit group here, and I love them.
We had a wonderful time with the St. Augustine Pony Club. This is Gregory Shelton from Historic Living, Modern World, reminding you whenever you do something, always work to
move people!
Three, two.
We love Pony Club.
Let's try it again like you actually care.
Are you counting down or is he?
We love Pony Club! I messed up.
That goes on the blooper reel. Don't worry about it, right? That was great there, by the way.
I liked it. It was enthusiastic. Let's do it again.
I banged your head.